All right, all right, all right. Hey, welcome to Welcome, now you can hear me, right? Hey, welcome to Mass Promotion Engineering. Vic Strizio is here with you. Congratulations for picking up this product. You made a very, very wise decision to get this. And we're gonna have some fun together as we dive into this training here. We will get straight into this because we've got a lot to cover, all right? So who is this for, first and foremost? Like, what are we here? You know, what are we looking to do here? What are we looking to accomplish? What's our outcome here, right? Well, basically, bottom line is this. The reason that I wanted to create this product is because it's a cumulative experience that, you know, that I had as an entrepreneur over the last probably now about 14 years or so, right? A lot of the things that I've done correctly and incorrectly. Basically, it's a compilation of what worked, all right, when it comes to promoting stuff. So, you know, you got this product. There's a very good chance you might have probably heard about the 4% challenge, right? Maybe you're somebody that's going through the 4% challenge right now, and you are at this stage, or maybe you haven't even checked out the 4% challenge, maybe you somehow stumble upon this product. Well, in that case, let me just take about 2 seconds to introduce myself. Again, my name is Vic Strizio. I'm the founder of the 4%, and we have this phenomena that's taking over the internet right now. It's called the 4% challenge, which I'm going to talk to you a little bit about that. As a matter of fact, I'm going to take what we have built and what we're building right now, and this is a product that I'm recording that when you are watching this, right, you know, make sure that we're on the same page here, because when you're watching this product, this is going to be created, all right? There's going to be a timeline when this particular product, Mass Promotion Engineering, is being created, right? I'm starting to record this prior to us launching the 4% challenge. Now, by the time that you are getting this, or by the time that you got this right now, you have probably seen the 4% challenge. It's probably all over the internet, right? You probably are part of it. You're probably going through it. You probably absolutely love it. You know, changes your life, changes your, you know, your business, your marketing. You know, gives you the results that you desired, right? So Mass Promotion Engineering, what I wanted to do is I wanted to basically take you, you know, several steps back prior to us launching the challenge, right, into the marketplace and turning that product, that particular promotion, into the mega success that you see it being right now. As I am preparing, right, so it's like, you know, it's like Back to the Future almost, right? You know what I mean? So I'm taking you back right now. In this particular session number 1 of Mass Promotion Engineering, I'm going to walk you through, okay, this is, again, before I launch the challenge, I'm going to walk you through my thinking pattern, right? What I went, like, how do I put together massive, big promotions that absolutely crush it, right? So we're going to talk a lot about strategy. This is not the, you know, the marketing 101 type course for somebody who's, you know, who just wants to be an affiliate and, you know, and make an extra $200 a year or something like that. You know, so we're gonna talk a lot about strategies here. We're gonna be spending time. I'm gonna be using my whiteboard. I'm gonna be showing you stuff on the computer. We're gonna be mind mapping stuff here. I'll be taking you and showing you. It's probably gonna be in session 2. I'm gonna be breaking down completely on a psychological and influential level on copywriting and subliminal messaging and all these things. So it's going to be a lot of fun, right? So if you're watching this, I definitely encourage you to watch these you know, classes here, these coaching sessions. There's probably going to be 3 of them. You might have to watch them several times, right, for you to really get the idea. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to take you back, all right, and use the 4% challenge, right? This big promotion that you see is everywhere. Mega success, right? I'm putting hundreds of thousands of people through this thing. By the time you're seeing this, probably millions of people. And walk you through from what I've learned over the last 14 years of being online, right? Starting out as an affiliate, promoting somebody else's product. You know, affiliate stuff, ClickBank stuff, you know, if you're in internet marketing space, network marketing companies promoted direct sales opportunities, right? Promoted and created my own products. And I've done some things that didn't work, and I also did some things that worked phenomenally well. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you back behind the curtain and walk you through strategies. We're going to talk what it takes to create a big, giant promotion, right? So who is this for? This is for somebody who is, you know, again, if you are going through the 4% challenge, by the time you got this, you probably have already gone through at least a good amount of the 4% challenge, right? So you got yourself the bases covered, right? So you understand what, like, how do you hit the ground running? So you've got that covered. So I'm not gonna go, too simple on you here. This is more of a next level type stuff. And so this is for somebody who is already doing something on the internet, right? And you just want to elevate your game, man. You want to go from about $10,000 or so, whatever the income might be, roughly about $10,000 or so per month, right? This is ideal for people who are right about that level. And then you want to maybe 10x, right? You want to go to $100,000 a month, or whatever your next level is. And so these ideas will really help you elevate your game, okay? At the same time, help you step up and be that voice, in your space. Now, you can apply these strategies. Don't just hold this to internet marketing crowd, Obviously, I'm going to talk to you because, we're serving internet marketing community, online entrepreneurs, but you can apply these strategies to pretty much anything. Just be creative, right? This is not so much a science as it is an art, and I want to try to teach you as much of that stuff as possible, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and get into this. Give me one sec here. Let me get my screen prepared, okay? This is just going to be a real-time. We're going to do this together, okay? I'm going to share my screen here. We're going to get right into this, and we're probably going to use like a mind mapping technology here, which let's do that right here. Okay. All right, so again, if you are taking notes, my goodness, take some good notes on this thing because it's going to be good, okay? All right, so boom. Let's put it up on a screen and let's get to work, okay? By the way, if you are watching this and if you're not, like when I refer to the challenge, which I will refer a lot, and this is a promotion I'm going to use as a case study for this example, right? And if you're like, what the heck is the 4% challenge? Well, you can definitely check it out and go to 4% website or whoever, if you heard about this from somebody, if you're hearing this from the 4% members area, doesn't matter where, and if you're not a part of the challenge, I challenge you to get into the challenge. How about that? Okay, sweet. So let's get into this, okay? I'm going to use this, and we're going to come back. We're going to use this throughout the whole 3 lessons here that I'm going to give you. Now, each one of these lessons, it'll probably be, anywhere from an hour to maybe a couple hours. I'll tell you this, that right now, in lesson number 1, I want to cover a lot of the basics, okay? I want to cover a lot of the, well, not really the basics, but like fundamental. We want to make sure that we understand what game we're playing here, okay? So that we're both on the same page. And as a matter of fact, I think let's go ahead and do this. So there's going to be 3 levels we're going to cover, okay? Level 1. Okay, hopefully you can see this. Let me see if I can maybe make it a little bit bigger so that we can, okay, hopefully you can see it good on your screen there. Level 1, okay. Okay, so in level 1 here, we're going to talk about, there's 3 things we're going to talk about, okay. And, the first one that we'll need to cover, okay, I'll call it the big idea, okay. And then once we're done with this level, okay, there's going to be level 2, okay, which we're going to talk about. It will be execution, okay. Level 3 will be, we'll just call it adjust, improve, scale, okay. Now, throughout these 3 levels, we're going to take one at a time here, okay? It's very, very important. Before you talk about execution, okay, we want to make sure that we have gone through this first one, because the second one without the first one means nothing, literally nothing, okay? And you can't really scale anything if you've never executed, to the degree that that got you a positive result, So let's go ahead and start with the first one here, and let's just kind of go through it, okay? Now, I want to cover a few things. I'm going to give you some examples on a whiteboard. We're gonna have a lot of fun with this, and then we may do like maybe a Q&A webinar a little bit later on, etc. Okay, but you're gonna see a story unfolding here, and everything will make sense by the time we're done. By the time you're done with the third level, everything will make sense. You know, there's gonna be a, you know, we're gonna circle, you know, do a big circle around this whole thing, and you will see how this is built and why this is built the way it's built. Okay, so if some things might not make sense to you right away, don't worry about it. You know, I promise you it will make sense. Okay, so check it out. If you want to promote anything, okay, if you are somebody who is selling a thing on the internet, if you're promoting affiliate stuff, if you're one of the 4%, you know, members here, or the promotional partners, you're trying to build a business, this is what I want you to understand. Okay, this is the edge that will help you go above and beyond most people in your space. Okay. Again, I think I already said it. It's not a 101 type marketing. This is more advanced level. Okay, so for you to really understand these ideas, some of these ideas will go over your head just like that, right? It's just like you hear it, and then like 10 minutes later, you won't even remember it. So that's why it's important for you to maybe jot some notes, look over your notes, and you know, obviously, if you got this program, you have access to it for as long as you have access to it. You know, review it often. All right, because these ideas, I always say this: one idea can make you a millionaire. One idea, execute it. Okay. So if you have an idea that works, you have executed on it, and then it can, you know, has a potential to make you, you know, a lot of money, and then you learn how to scale that idea, you become unstoppable, right? Okay, so this can be applicable to anything, but here's the first thing I want to cover. Okay, let's talk about rules to live by. Okay, let me just get that out of the way. Rules to live by. Okay, and when I say rules to live by, let's talk about marketing specifically. All right, so we're going to address these things, these rules, as it pertains to marketing. There's about 4 things I'll give you. Okay, I'm not going to overwhelm you with a bunch of information. This is me stripping down all the fat from at least what I've seen out there, all right, and what I've done myself, and a lot of mistakes and a lot of things that did not work. Okay, and I'll tell you this. Number 1, okay, just keep that in mind. This has really nothing to do with, like, you know, necessarily marketing strategies per se. We're going to get into that in just a second, but this is going to set your sail right, okay, to get you to the destination you want. A lot of people wish things were easier, and this is one of the things that I learned from Jim Rohn, right? He says this one thing. He says, don't, okay, let me just write it down. Don't wish it was easy or easier, okay? Get better, all right? Get better. Now, this right here, every marketer must understand this concept. This keyword right here, 2 words, get better, right? A lot of people in your space, and this is the competition you're going up against. Understand the game you're playing, right? If you want to win the game, let's first understand the rules of the game. Let's understand how to win the game, right? Your competition, a lot of them, right, they don't get this right. So the people that you're going up against, the competitors, the contest you're trying to win, the programs, the products you're trying to promote, right, understand that most people that are playing the game with you, they're wishing for the game to be easier, right? And if it's not, if it's difficult, they just complain. It's very, very easy for you to be able to dominate because when you approach it from the right way, right, get better. Now, when I say get better, all right, we're going to talk about exactly what we're talking about. I'm not talking about personal development here. I'm talking about get better at certain things in the game, okay? Certain things in the game. We're going to come back to that in just a second. Okay, number 2, okay, write this down. It's not about the product, okay? Or actually, we should say it's not the product. It's the what? It's the offer. Okay, keep that in mind. These are the things that I'm telling you right now for you to keep in mind. Okay, we're going to talk about it. You will see these things all circling, you know, going and doing a full circle. Okay, by the time you're done with watching this particular program. Okay, it's not about the product; it's the offer. Okay, and so I'll give you some examples. I'll give you specifics. All right, how to create, how to structure it, because, man, you know. Mass promotions, how to do massive and huge giant promotions that crush literally, right? Product is irrelevant here. Most people promoting the products. We're going to focus on doing the right type of, taking right type of strategies or implementing, executing that really move the needle for you, okay? Let me give you an example here on this one, okay? Something that just popped into my head. It's not about the product, it's about the offer, okay? So perfect example would be, are you familiar with a company, Zappos.com, right? Online shoe company, right? So I was listening to their book, audiobook, and I also read that book a few times, Delivering Happiness, okay? So if you have not read that book, I highly recommend you check it out, by Tony Hsieh. So Zappos started out as a very, very struggling shoe company, right? They took over and they came about this close to being bankrupt several times, actually, right? So they were trying to sell the product and they were trying to compete and, selling shoes and, what they were selling out there and just trying to, provide better products and all that stuff, like most people, right? And then they changed the offer. And the offer that they changed that made all the difference for them is they said, you know what, we're going to offer free shipping, unlimited shipping, both ways. Revolutionize their business, okay? Same product, nothing else changed. Offer, different message, different angle, completely, transform their business very, very quickly, okay? So very, very important, something to keep in mind because we're gonna talk and you'll see some visual examples as we get through this, okay? Rule number 3, let me give that to you here, okay? Write this down, okay? People don't buy products. They buy what? What do people really buy? Do you really buy products? Why do people buy Mercedes? Why do people buy Ferraris? Why do people buy Apple computers? Is Apple computer better than a PC? I don't know, right? I don't know. Is BMW better than Toyota? I don't know. Is Rolls-Royce better than a BMW? Think about it, right? Think about it. A Rolls-Royce, a $400,000 vehicle, right? A Rolls-Royce Ghost has a lot of the same parts. Like the chassis is identical as on BMW 7 Series. Did you know that? It's the same company, right? But BMW 7 Series, you can buy it for $90,000. Rolls-Royce Ghost, $400,000. Is that, how do you justify, right? So people don't really buy products, and this is important, okay? Because your competition don't really know that, right? They buy this. Write this down. They buy identities, okay? They buy identities, emotions, okay? Symbols, representations, okay? As you are, when you're talking about putting together a promotion for whatever product it is that you're selling, the product needs to be good product, right? No, I mean, I'm not gonna tell you to sell, bad products or something like that, right? You have, by default, you gotta sell good stuff that you believe in. But how many products do you know that are good products, right, that cannot be moved because they're marketed wrong, right? So promotion has to do a lot with understanding human psychology, right? Why and how people buy stuff. Okay, keep that in mind. Again, we're going to be circling back to this. You will see this in action. You will see this. We're gonna come back to that full circle. It will make a lot more sense to you. Okay, these are subtle things that when you employ in your marketing, okay, or deploy into your marketing campaigns, it will make all the difference for you. Okay. Here's something else I'm going to tell you. As you're doing your marketing, right, regardless if you're just an affiliate, if you're an internet marketer, or if you're promoting, doesn't matter which product you're promoting, it's important for you to understand what it is that you're focusing on, okay? Most people focusing on the sale, okay, which is like, well, I got to get sales. Well, of course you got to get sales, right? But here's what I want to suggest to you. This is another rule to live by. Never, ever, ever forget that everything you do, every move you make, okay, needs to be filtered throughout all these four rules that I'm giving you, okay? Don't focus on getting a sale, okay? Focus on getting a customer and turn them, and then, let me see here, a customer and then turn them into a raving fan. Boom. That's your focus, okay? Again, your competition, they're focusing on sale, That's fine, right? A sale will get you, will get you fed for a day. A customer, when you, like, I'll tell you this. I'll show you some examples here, probably a little bit later on in this session even. But when I was selling, and any product that I sell, it doesn't matter if it's my product, it doesn't matter if it's somebody, well, obviously if it's your product that you're selling, you're acquiring customers. But what if you're selling a product that's somebody else's product, right? Well, your competition, the people that you're competing, the amateurs out there, right, in the world, they're focusing on making a sale. How do I get a sale? And that's it. And they got a sale, they're happy, they made their $200 or $100 or $1,000, whatever that commission might be, and they're happy, right? And then tomorrow they have to do the same thing. I always focused on getting a customer, okay? Sale is good, but a customer is better. A customer will feed you for life. And then especially if you focus, if you do certain things I'm gonna advise you to do in this particular, program, how to turn your customers into raving fans that want to do business with you over and over and over again because they trust you, they believe in you, you do them good, right? You're really building a business. You're not focused on making a sale. You're focusing on creating a business, right? That you control, that you own, and this is how you do it right. Okay. Again, so when we're talking about massive promotions, most people would look at that and they would see that very linear way, right? How do you do a promotion that just gets me tons of sales? I want you to dig deeper and think a little bit deeper into this, right? How do we do big promotions that lead into massive amounts of customers? And then what do we do with these customers that leads to massive, an army of raving fans for you that really the product that initially you were promoting really becomes irrelevant, right? Because now you have people that are following you. I'm going to show you how to do that, okay? Is that making sense? All right, moving on here, okay? All right, let me do a couple other things here. I'm going to give you, so if you're taking notes, this is definitely something that I highly recommend that you consider and really, really focus on. Give this a lot of thought. Don't just glance over it. I'm telling you, man, ladies, you're watching this, whoever you are, whatever your experience level might be, okay? This is the stuff that you cannot overlook or take lightly because your competition is doing exactly that. They're like, well, it's not important. I've never done this. I'm not a big shot. Look, if you're not a big shot right now, I mean obviously I'm talking to, I'm talking through this camera to you and you're watching me. And so like, look, I want to bond with you, right? I want you to be here in this studio here with me next to my big old giant whiteboard over here, right? As we're sitting together, as if you're sitting right here next to me and we're just hanging out, I'm teaching you like I would teach my best buddy how to promote. And as a matter of fact, I was just talking to one of the guys here at the office, and I'm like, dude, here's how I would promote. If you're promoting one of our products from 4%, here's how I would do it. I'm going to tell you exactly what I told him, okay, towards the end of this section, okay? Don't remind me if I don't forget. Well, of course, you can't remind me because we're not live, but hey, if we ever connect on a webinar, right? My goal is to present these ideas to you in a way, not to lecture you, but really in a way that you would receive it and it would be easy enough for you to consume this information, see how you could apply it, and actually going out there and applying it. Okay, so I'll try to keep things very, very simple. But again, I promise you, these ideas will change your life. I'm not talking to you from theory. I'm not talking to you from just reading a book on it or whatever. I'm actually in the field. I've done it for 14 years. This stuff will make a big difference for you if you do it. Promise you, okay? Okay, so let's move on to the next thing here. And I'll give you another thing here. Let's see. Let's talk about how to. Okay, when we're talking about creating mass promotions, I want to dig a little bit deeper and shift your attention and focus so that as we're moving forward in this program, right, and kind of building, it's like, laying this one brick on top of another, right, and we're building this giant promotion of yours that you will deploy, right? We want to make sure that we have all these bricks laid properly, right? You're not missing any hole, you're not missing any bricks, so you don't have any holes in your structure, right? Now, when you are doing a promotion, okay, think about it like this. What are you really doing? Okay, are you really building a promotion? Promotion is temporary, it's limited, it's very linear, it's very, very, very shallow thinking. You see what I'm saying? Don't think in terms of promotions. Yeah, this particular product, this program is called Mass Promotion Engineering, right? I named it specifically like that because it's appealing to the masses, right? You probably saw the name and you're like, mass promotion, dude, I'm in, right? Everybody wants to do promotion. I want to shift your focus. I want you to start thinking about what's really, really important here. What are you really doing here? Your goal, your job, your responsibility is to build your business, right? It's to build your business. Promotion is just part of the bigger picture, which is you building your business. Okay? Another name could be mass business engineering, but that would probably not be as sexy and attractive as mass promotion engineering, right? So let me show you, let me walk you through some ideas here from what I've learned, okay, on how to win in business, okay? And I'm sure you can apply these strategies to a lot of different businesses out there, especially if you are an online business of some sort, okay? Give me one sec here, let me make sure that everything is going smoothly here. Okay, we are. Okay, great. Okay. Now here is something that I'm gonna again. Let's cover the bases here. Okay, make sure that we get our foundational stuff covered. Here's what I want you to think about. Okay, over the next however long you might take to think about this kind of stuff. Okay, here's what's important. Okay, how to win in business? You got to focus on a few things. Okay, you got to focus on your story. Okay, your state, your strategy. Okay? The three things, story, let's see if I can bold it. I can't, huh? There you go, I can do that. Story, state, and strategy. The triple S right here, right? You got story, state, strategy. See this, right? Keep that in mind. These three words, okay? Your story, how you present all this will rep. Okay, these 4 rules up at the top is hopefully you can see my cursor here, right? So the 4 rules to live by, okay? You get better on certain things. We'll talk about it in just a second. It's not about the product, it's about the offer. So your offer, in order for you to create a good, compelling offer, okay, every offer will come or will stem from a story, okay? All these things will be interconnected. Again, I'm telling you some you know, we're gonna get into some pretty advanced stuff here, okay? When you get this, and I know that most people will not get this, hopefully you're part of the 4%. And if you're not, you should definitely be a 4%, you know? Join the 4%, create yourself an account, go through the challenge, because you will learn a lot of really, really groundbreaking stuff, okay, for your for creating breakthroughs in your business. But again, all of these ideas, okay, they will be interconnected. Okay? Emotions, all these, what people buying, understanding the human psychology, your customer psychology, your prospect psychology, okay? It will stem from a story. So we'll talk about the story part a little bit later. Your state, however, is you, okay? Think about it like this. Not too long ago, I did a little, you know, live stream for our 4% members in our group, and I you know, shared this idea with them. I reminded them about this idea because most people know this, but they just don't. They know it, but yet they don't. You know what I mean? So think about your business. Think about my business. If I want to be a big promoter, if I want to be able to create big, giant, massive promotions and build a giant business, let's answer a question. What is a business? Okay? What's your business? Okay? Here's what I'm going to advise, or here's what I'm going to suggest you think about. Your business is not the product that you're promoting. Your business is not, you know, the company that you're selling. Your business is not even your company. Your company is not your business. It's not. You know what your business is? It's you. My business, it's me, right? So important for me to be able to create big, giant promotions, therefore build a big, giant business, right? That's what everybody wants. We have to understand you. I have to understand me. You have to understand you, because you are the driving force, the engine in your business, okay? We're going to talk about it. Think this will make a lot more sense, but think about it like this. Don't look at your business as my business, or your company is your business, or your product is your business. You are your business, and your business is a mere reflection of you, okay? So the state that I'm in, because I'm going to be the driving force, think of Steve Jobs, right? If the guy wasn't enthusiastic enough, would he be able to get Apple to where Apple is at? Absolutely not, right? Bill Gates, a key figure behind Microsoft, right? Before people bought Apple, they first bought Steve Jobs, didn't they? Okay? Elon Musk, think of Larry Ellison back in the Oracle days. Larry Ellison built this giant, right, Oracle. He's not part of it anymore. But here's something else for you to think about. If you want to be able to build big, giant promotions and therefore big, giant businesses, okay, one or multiple or many, it's infinitely easier to build a personality-driven business than it is to build a faceless business. Okay, because if you can be the person that would connect with people, think of Facebook, probably one of the biggest companies, social companies out there on the internet in the world, right? There is a face to Facebook, right? Mark Zuckerberg. Okay, think of you tell me the name, right? There is usually a face, a person who was a key figure who resonated with or people resonated with. Okay, so your state. It's really, really important. We're going to talk a lot about that a little bit later on. And then obviously we have the strategy, okay, the strategies that you take, certain strategies, okay, that can move the entire machine for you, okay? Again, I don't want to take, too much time on that, but think about it like that. Speaking of strategy, I can tell you this, okay? A little side note here for you. Maybe we can take a note. Let's see. Well, I don't want to take time to write this down for you, but let me tell you something, a little seed for the future, because we're going to talk a lot about this. But I'm going to throw this pebble right here. when Bill Gates, right, was when he started Microsoft, right, really what business was he in? See, he was looking at the computer industry, and he's like, these guys are selling computers, right? Dell and all those, they're selling computers. And then when he was looking at that, he realized, right, he had this intuition, this sense that, computers, the thing will become a commodity, right, really, really soon. So he's like, if the thing is going to become a commodity, I don't want to be in that business. What I want to do, right, is I want to create the intelligence that makes those commodities, that makes those boxes run, that controls those computers, right? So his strategy, think about it like this. If you're promoting anything, okay, what I want to do, and I'll tell you this from my experience, I've applied this, many, many ways, multiple times in the past, over the years. If you're selling a product, think of whatever it is that you're selling, okay? Maybe I can show it to you here. So if you're selling a product right here, okay, let me see if I can. If this is your box, okay, whatever that product is, most people, your competition, hold on one sec, okay, your competition, they'll be selling a box, okay? Remember this Bill Gates example I'm going to tell you. He saw the computers, and he's like, that's the box. That's going to become a commodity. Your product that you're selling can be a commodity, right? A lot of people can be selling it. There's big competition. What I want to do, okay, is I want to create the intelligence, okay? I want to create the intelligence that drives this thing, okay? So this, without this, is nothing, okay? We're going to talk a little bit more about this a little bit later on, but every product that I've promoted, I repped it into something else, into something that made this, work, okay? I'll show you examples and all that stuff, so we'll get into it. Keep that in mind for now, okay? All right, let's move on here. Share my screen. Okay, sweet. So hopefully this is making sense. Hold on a sec here. I'm getting messages popping up here on my computer. Okay. All right, let's let me tell you this. Let's talk about key factors. Okay. Let's talk about the key factors, right, that will help you win in business and help you win in creating massive promotions, okay? What we'll do, when we're talking about execution here, all right, that would be in the next session here. I don't think we're going to get into this, in this particular one, because in execution, I'll be showing you, we'll be taking a promotion that I'm building, which is the 4% challenge, right? And I will break it down to you, do like they do director's cut on a movie or something. I'll walk you through literally step by step on strategy, on the offer, okay, on all these emotion symbols, what people are buying, human and buyer psychology, okay, story, state, strategy. I mean, all these things, the key factors, everything we're talking about in this section right here, okay, I'm going to be walking you through in a case study for the challenge, which again, by this time you probably have, you're seeing this challenge everywhere, but I'm going to show you because right now as I'm recording this for you, okay, we're building the challenge out. So I'm literally going to document the journey, break it down for you, and then obviously you're seeing the finished product. So it's going to be incredibly it'll be an invaluable piece of information for you that you will learn here. But this is where we're going to dive deep into the copy, into the subliminal stuff, subliminal communication strategies here. So that will be in the next section, okay? Again, please make sure that you understand what we're covering here because our level 2 stuff will be continuation and extension of level 1 stuff. Make sense? Okay, so let's talk about the key factors here, okay? Number 1, okay? Here's what I'm going to tell you. Write this down, okay? Constant and never ending on the areas that controlled success and failure of your business, okay? Just keep that in mind for now. Hold on one sec. Hey, can you do me a favor? Can you text Nada? Okay, thanks. This is a workshop, so I'm not gonna even edit this because my wife is texting me as I'm recording this for you, so we need to get her something. This is being a workshop. I couldn't do this if I wasn't live on the stage, right? So we're just gonna continue. So, all right, here are the things that I would suggest, okay, and we're gonna focus on, and these will become very, very relevant as we move on, okay? Constant and never-ending improvement. These are the seven factors. 7 key factors to creating big, massive promotions, okay, that later lead into you having a big business that can feed you for life, okay, that takes into consideration everything we're talking about here, okay, instead of focus on getting clients or sales, you focus on getting customers, okay, and then raising fans, which is really, really cool. You got to understand a couple things, okay. Number 1, improvement in the area, never-ending improvement in the areas that control the success and failure of your business. There's just a few things, okay, that really control the success of your business. Okay, we're going to talk about that. Keep that in mind. Second key, okay, have a business map, not a business plan. Okay, this is a key factor here. A lot of your competition, a lot of people out there, man, ladies, okay, they are focusing on, what's my business plan? Okay, what's my business plan for the next 6 months? What's my business plan for the next 5 years and 3 years and this and this and that? Here's what I can tell you from experience. We can have a business plan, but here's the reality. We don't know what's going to happen 6 months from now. I don't know. You don't know, right? What's going to happen? What's my business plan for the next 5 years? Dude, I don't know. Because they might change the currency tomorrow, right, on us. Everything might go haywire. We don't know. But here's what I do know. If I have a solid business plan, a business map, right, for me to follow, not the plan, because plan can change, but a map, right? If I want to go from point A to point B and I have the map, I don't care which streets I want to go. If that street is blocked, I can go to a different street, but I have a map, right, of where I'm at, where I want to go, and I can get there. So I'll walk you through how I structure business maps and promotional maps for myself, right? That kind of keeps me focused and moving in the right direction. Because I can tell you this from experience, man. Most of the things that we think that, okay, we're gonna do this to get here. Most of the stuff, it doesn't go that well, right? And if we're so strict on the plan stuff of it, or the plan aspect of it, right? Most of the time, you will find yourself be disappointed. Okay, so there's a couple things that we need to understand. When you have a business map, okay, it's okay to be flexible in your business. Okay, it's okay. Because a lot of times you got to be like water. You got to be like that palm tree. You know, when the wind blows, you just bend a little bit, right? Or a lot. And then when the wind stops blowing, you get right back up. And the tree that's so, you know, stiff, it just breaks, just like that. You don't want to be a business that will break, okay? So having a business map instead of a business plan to follow is a key factor for your success in promotions and in everything else. Okay, we're going to talk a lot about that, and you will see this stuff in action, actually, okay, a little bit later on. Okay, here's another one. Understand clearly, okay, what business you're in. Okay, so understand clearly what business you're in. It will be important for us to, you know, to create a promotion. This may sound a little bit boring, like, well, yeah, whatever, I'm in the business of whatever, right? But I promise you, people that take the time to get clear on this stuff, they go far, 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 okay? A lot further than people that don't, okay? So answer this question for yourself tonight or today, whenever you're watching this weekend, right? As soon as you're done watching this, maybe before going, you know, before going to the next level here of the training, before you're like, oh my goodness, let me just get to the execution part of it. I don't need to know all this stuff. No, don't be like your competition. Your competition will be like that, right? All everybody else, all the other people out there will be like, well, just show me the execution part of it. Just show me the traffic part of it, which, by the way, I'll give you a little plug. If you don't own Internet Traffic Mastery, you might want to check it out, okay? Because if you're, you know, a lot of people are like, well, just show me the traffic. Well, there is a traffic training. We have the best traffic course on the market, available anywhere, hands down. It's called Internet Traffic Mastery from 4%. So you don't have a traffic problem. What I'm trying to teach you here and show you, right, is how to do massive movements, right? How to move massive amounts of people through your strategic promotions, okay, that ultimately build a massive business for you. And traffic is part of it, okay? But these are the things that we need to understand. I learned this the hard way. You're not in business of promoting whatever product you're promoting. That's not your business. I'll tell you what business I'm in, okay? I'm in people's business. That's the business I'm in. 4%, we're in business of building people. We're in business of helping people become great. Great. That's really our product. That's what we're doing. Now, how we're doing that is different. See, we have different products, right? We've got traffic product, we've got the challenge, we've got, obviously that's the 4% membership, you know, central, you know, door to the 4% is the challenge. And that's a phenomenal, the best hands-on, step-by-step, you know, product, training on how to become a great promoter in existence, right? That's our product, but it's not our business. We have the best traffic product on the internet, okay, for an entrepreneur. It's called Internet Traffic Mastery, like I already mentioned it. It's the best, but it's not our business. See what I'm saying? People need that product to become great. See what I'm saying? So let me put it to you like this. Think about it, okay? You gotta give it some thought, because if you don't approach it right, your competition is selling a product, man. Okay? Look at this. If I want to become, all right, if this is a timeline here, okay? Okay? If your end result, if I'm in business of people, right? I'm in people's business. And what's my end result here in business? What am I doing at the end of the day? Okay? Why do people want to do business with me? Because they want to have a phenomenal life. Right? How do they do that? I know my market, which we'll talk about, your market and how to identify it, how to do market research, all that stuff, right? So my people want to have the good life. Okay? They want to have the good life over here. They want to be debt-free. They want to have lots of money in a bank, right? Or cryptos, depending when you're watching this, right? Maybe there's no more dollars. Who knows, man, how long or what the world is going to do. It's irrelevant. The good life is what's relevant, okay? People don't even want to have money. Like, what's money? It's a representation of something that we can't even explain. Like, what is money? Okay, what is money? They just, if it's dollars or yens or euros, euro currency, they're just printing the thing. It's worth nothing, right? It's the value that we give it. So you don't really need money. It's not the money that we're after. It's what money will get us. So check it out, right? So in order for you to have for somebody to have a good life, okay, it precedes what? Money, okay? Okay? See what I'm saying here? So people need to have this to get to this. See what I'm saying? Now, if I'm in business of this, I need to help my people go through these phases, right? So if I'm teaching an entrepreneur on how to become better, okay, what precedes money? Okay, what precedes money? I'll tell you, it's sales, isn't it? Okay? See what I'm saying here? You see how I break this down? Okay? You cannot have money unless you sell something, for the most part, right? I mean, there's some people might argue with me on this one, but you know, they're like, you can get money other ways. Yeah, you probably can. But the essence of how you get money, I mean, the basics of it is it's an exchange for services or products. That's really how we make money, right? So me understanding my market and people that I'm dealing with, my customer, right? This person right here, which is my customer, you, okay? I will tell you this about you because I know why you got this product. You got this product, mass promotion engineering, perfect example. You got this product because at the end of the day, you think you want more of this, and that's true, but really what you want is you want this because see what this can get you, right? In order for you to get more of this, you need to understand how to get more sales, okay? What's preceding sales? Okay? It's promotion. Okay? It's promotions. See what I'm saying? What's preceding promotions? Okay? How do you do that? Okay? Products. Okay? So, right here, look. Perfect example. You can see this, yeah? You bought this product, as an example, mass promotion engineering. This is a product, okay? See what I'm saying? Mass promotion engineering. This is a product you purchased that you're going through right now because you wanted to learn how to do your promotions, don't you? Right? And you didn't purchase this product because you needed the product. You wanted to do the promotion so that you can get the sales, so you can get the money, so you can get the good life. You see what I'm saying? So understand, you know, you can apply this concept to anything. Weight loss, physical, fitness, whatever people are buying, right? Apple computers, phones. Why would somebody pay $1,000 for this thing right here? Okay, a phone. Why? Why pay $1,000 for a phone? Okay, why would somebody pay $400,000, right, for a Rolls-Royce Ghost, or you know, some other exotic cars that, you know, ridiculous amounts of money? Why? Why would somebody buy this marker? Right? Why would I go out there and buy this particular marker? Is that the marker that I really want? No, right? So if I was to look at this and say, well, I'm in business of selling this product, that would be super shallow thinking, wouldn't it? Right? Now, me understanding this process, and hopefully you're starting to really understand this process yourself as well, you understand what's really going on behind the product. Now, as you creating this product, right? You throw pebbles and you start talking to this customer about some things that he wants over here in his subconscious. And you start tapping into his subconscious, which we're going to get really, really deep into the second session of this particular, of this training, right? Where we get into the execution part of it. So what you do throughout the process and how you market your product to get a lot of sales for your product, you've got to go way over here and start communications from here and then backtrack it in your marketing of that product that can get that customer to where they want to be, okay? I know this a little bit, you know, might sound a little bit, you know, overwhelming, but I promise you it won't be, you know, it won't be overwhelming for too long, right? So understand what business you're in, okay? A little sidetrack here, okay? Make sense? So this is key factor number 3 is understand clearly what business you're in. I am in people's business. I am in the business of helping this guy, you, become or get here okay? And so my products, okay, whether it's mass promotion engineering, we've got traffic product, I'm not gonna list them, it's irrelevant, I think you get the point, right? All the products that we're doing is just a means to an end. At the end of the day, this is my business, okay? Help you get the good life you want, okay? So whatever it is that you're doing, again, if you're selling shoes, okay, Zappos, I mentioned the company earlier. What business are they in? And you go ask I toured their company a while back, right? And we went and did a tour in Las Vegas, their headquarters, and they'll tell you clearly, we're not in business of selling shoes. They're not, right? They're not in business of selling shoes. They're in business of delivering happiness. That's what they say they're in business in. Okay, they want their customers to feel happy when they do business with them, and that resembles across everything. And the shoe just happens to be a means to an end. I can give you a bunch of examples, but I think that you're getting the point here, right? So when you structure your promotions that way, it'll make all the difference for you, I promise. Okay? All right, let's move on here. Okay, let's do I think we're number 4 here, yeah? Number 4 is going to be constant strategic innovation. Okay? This is an important one. Okay, this is what I tell you this from experience, okay? But also look at the companies like Apple, okay? One of the, probably, I don't even know, I think Apple might have the most amount of cash on hand out of any company. I think they have more money just sitting in their bank account than probably several governments combined or several countries combined, because most of these countries are broke these days. How was Apple able to build that? Okay, well, they're innovating. What is business? Okay, business, according to Peter Drucker, all right, the late Peter Drucker, he says business is innovation and marketing. That's it, just 2 things, innovation and marketing. So the product that I'm selling, okay, if I want to create a big, giant promotion, whatever it is that I'm selling, my product, whether it's your product, whether it's an affiliate product, whether it's somebody else's product, it doesn't matter. So the key factor number 4 we're talking right now, right, is constant strategic innovation. I can have the same product, but I've gotta innovate how I sell the product, right? That's exciting. Okay, that's why when you see Apple, right, the product is a phone. See what I'm saying? There's an iPhone 5. Next year it's iPhone 5S. The next year it's iPhone 6. It's still a phone, makes calls, does similar functions, but it's innovation, man. Right, ladies? It's innovation. It's constant innovation, right? The end result. Now you might say, well, it's a bad example. So the way you market this product, that intelligence that you will create for marketing your product, which I'm going to walk you through. Again, this is going to be like $1 million lesson for you by the time you're done with this particular program. You will understand how to create the intelligence that moves the product in ways that are innovative, right, in the marketplace. That's why you have to come up with new creative ideas all the time. And again, you understanding that who is the business, or what's the business here? Well, the business is you. You see how these things start to connect a little bit right now, right? So when we're talking about this stuff, okay, when we're talking about your story, your state, okay, your state and your strategy, these become key factors, right, for you to really dominate and do that mass promotional stuff like we're talking about, like everybody wants, but very, very few people understand. See what I'm saying? So if your business is a reflection of you, okay, you have to have all those pieces handled. Okay, we'll talk about it. Keep that in mind. Again, this is not, again, if you're somebody that just, never done marketing and this is your first product ever on marketing, you might be like, oh my goodness, what did I get myself into? Promise you, get into the 4% challenge. I challenge you to do that if you're not a part of it yet. And you'll be able to go through the phases. There's 3 levels of the challenge: 0 to 10K, 10K to 100K, and 100K to $1 million. It walks you through the strategy and how to set yourself up so that you create your own economy for life. Okay, you will understand this a lot better when you're at about 2nd level or so of the challenge. Okay, That's when really this stuff will start to become relevant, because when you're selling products, you know, again, start to deploy these things in your business when you're at about, you know, say you get yourself to about $350 a day consistently, which is about $10,000 a month or so, right? And then you start to throw these ideas on top of that. It's like pouring, you know, it's like, you know, pouring, you know, like gasoline on a fire or something. You know, I mean, the fire is going to just go crazy wild. Okay, promise. So let me go back here. Well, we're talking about innovation here, right? All right, pillar key number 5. Okay, it will be marketing. Okay, and here's what I'll tell you about marketing. Okay, in marketing, okay, make your marketing stand out by delivering value in your marketing. You will see this when I walk you through, okay, of the execution part of this particular program. Okay, you will see how we are taking our marketing angle in a way that it's not just about marketing. Think about it like this. Many years ago, right? How many messages do you think it would take, you know, for your prospect or for a business to get exposed to a prospect before the prospect would make a decision? Maybe 1, maybe 2, right? How many messages do you think it takes right now for a prospect to see something before they take action on it? Well, according to statistics or surveys, right, it's somewhere between 16 and 20, okay, exposures. There's so much noise, man. Ladies, there's so much noise. You go out there, billboards, everything, it's all marketing, right? It's all marketing. How do you stand out in that noise? So my job, if I want to create these big giant promotions, big business, right? If I want to do all the things we talked about so far, my job is to understand, again, I am the business. I don't have a business. I am the business. See what I'm saying? So it is my responsibility to take strategic approach in the marketplace and move in a way that makes me stand out. How do I do that? Value. The single most important thing that you can focus on is delivering value through your marketing, and that's how you can stand out the easiest way, okay? Now, when you have your personality behind your business, or I should say your business reflects your personality, right? And you have your, this thing right here, right? You got your state right here. See this? You got your state taken care of, right? Story is going to be important. We're going to talk about story, but your state, now this becomes a little bit more relevant right now. See what I'm saying? See how story kind of unfolds right now, yeah? If you're in the right state as a person running the business, and now you come out and you do marketing, all right? I'm talking to internet entrepreneurs right now, okay? If you're watching this, chances are good that you're probably an internet entrepreneur. How many other internet entrepreneurs do you know out there that are trying to push their products, right? The next biggest thing. And that's all they're doing. And then there is hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them, you know, doing the same thing. How in the world are you going to stand out if you're going to do that approach? There's no way in the world you're going to stand out, right? And that's what the competition is doing. So if I'm taking care of my personal state and I'm the face of my business, okay? I'm driving that intelligence that drives that product. The product becomes irrelevant. The system that drives the sales of the product becomes relevant, but not as much relevant as the person who is actually running the system, which is you. Okay? Nowadays, think about it like this. A perfect example for you. Okay, here's a case in point. Facebook. Okay? Facebook in 2018 and beyond will be mostly, almost 100% video-based content. Okay? Do your research. Why? This is where the world is going. Now, as a marketer, as an entrepreneur, what does it tell you? It tells you this. People that are hiding behind a computer screen right now, okay? Marketers or entrepreneurs, whatever they want to call themselves, if they're hiding behind a computer, they don't get comfortable going on a video, right? Understanding where the world is going, companies like Facebook and YouTube and all these giants of the world drives technology forward, right? and everything is going towards video. And what's video? Well, yeah, you can do screen share video, but if you do a screen share, somebody does a screen share video, and there's another video of me or you, somebody who's enthusiastic, somebody who knows what they're talking about, somebody who has a vision to drive their business forward, and they're talking to a customer like I'm talking to you right now, and making you feel like there is nobody else watching this but you and me, and we're together just having a conversation here, and the value I'm delivering to you makes sense to you, and you get it deeply, subconsciously and consciously, right? Who do you think will win? Do you think somebody who hides behind the computer screen or does a screen flow videos without showing their face, or do you think the person with their face on top of, forefront of their business, that's enthusiastic, that's in the right state, right? That has a vision, that has all these components we're talking about handled, who do you think will win? Right? You get the point. So it's important. Keep that in mind. Okay. So again, in marketing, focusing on value-driven marketing strategies will give you a giant, massive, massive edge. And again, you will see this in a perfect. I'm going to break all this stuff down for you in a way that will really, really make sense and drive these points home. As we get to the second level of this, when we're talking about execution. Okay. All right. So where are we at? Number 6. Yeah. Strategic and automated marketing systems. Okay, this is key factor number 6 right here. Okay, and the reason I wanted to put it here because again, I'm telling you the stuff that that I've done myself, the stuff that I do and things that I do. So let me tell you why I put it here. Okay, so strategic and automated marketing systems. I think it's important for an entrepreneur like yourself, like myself, to have and get good at creating. Okay, why? Because do you want to do all the work yourself, or do you want to have systems do the work for you? Think of McDonald's, right? McDonald's runs on systems. Okay, it's good because you can unplug yourself from the business. So if you have a business that's built on a personality, preferably, right, that has all the components at the mentioned above that we talked about so far covered, and it's systematized. Okay, see what I'm saying? Now you're able to create. You're able to detach yourself from the system that's running, okay? And you can focus on having this, right, while your business operates. And then it doesn't require, so your involvement in the business might go from 150% in the beginning because you're grinding to create all these things together. You work really, really, really hard, right? I'm telling you about myself. Work really, 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 really hard, okay? Put enormous amounts of work. Probably more work and dedication and commitment and I mean, just I will do things that 99.9% of people in the world will not do, okay? I don't mind doing them because I know what I'm working on. See what I'm saying? I have a vision. This whole thing right here, I understand my customer, and I want to create my business in a way that runs on systems, okay? I want to work really, really hard, automate the whole thing, okay? And then if I want it to take off, my income doesn't go down. See what I'm saying? I want to, suggest that you think about it like this as well. And again, especially this will be more relevant, as you go, if you are going through the 4% challenge, right? And if you're at the level now where you're about to graduate, let's say you go from, your level 1, which is about 10K, which is the kind of the number that we put out there. And now you want to 10X your stuff. Now you really start thinking about systems, okay? How do you start building those systems and leverage points in your business so that your business can grow and your involvement, it doesn't have to be as much. You know what I mean? Your level of involvement in your business becomes less or requires less of your attention while your results grow naturally. And you can do that through systems, okay? So we'll talk about it. Let's move on here, and I want to cover the 7th point here. Okay? Again, all these things will become a lot more clear, okay, once you see these broken down, which we'll do in the next segment together here, okay? Optimization and maximization. All right, so this is something that we're gonna get into the level 3, okay? And I will actually use the challenge, this project that I'm working on, that I'm building, that you see as a final product right now, okay? In the next section, I'm gonna talk about execution, okay? How, it's all about, a lot of that is invisible psychology, invisible communication stuff. Subliminal messaging, all that, copywriting. how to put together, how to basically take all these things right here that we talked about and how to put it onto a marketing site. Okay, everything matters. Every word, every picture, every pixel matters. Okay, so I'm going to do a breakdown for you. You'll get enormous value there. And then a little bit later on, right, once we launch the challenge and we'll get people into this, we're going to go through this phase right here. Okay, optimization, maximization, and you will see that. And again, I'm going to come back and I'm going to record a third module to this program, which will take a little bit later on. Will be taking place a little bit later on, right? And of course, obviously, if you have this, you already have this available to you, when you bought it. So you will see the whole story unfold. Okay, makes sense? So hopefully you've been taking notes on this, my friend. Okay, these are the 7 key factors. At the end of the day, this is where it boils down to for you. How do you win in business? Okay, how do you win in business? And I'll tell you this: I've applied all of these, all of these in everything I promoted, okay? So I'll tell you, if you don't know my story, right? I started out on the internet as an affiliate, right? Promoting a company that I failed in miserably, had nothing, had no idea about marketing, man. Had no idea about traffic, conversions, nothing, right? But I wanted to have the good life. I knew I wanted money because money can get me the good life, And so how do you get money if you don't know marketing? Kind of tough. So what I discovered early on was there's a lot of blind leading the blind, right? A lot of people in your space, especially if you're an online marketer, they'll try to teach you how to make a bunch of money, and they themselves are on welfare. They've never done it. They have no clue how to do it, right? They're just teaching you something that they've heard somebody else teach, but they never applied it. They never got a result from it, okay? And it's wrong. That's why our challenge, our message through the 4%, and my message in everything I'm doing, 2 things. You can do this. I don't care who you are. I don't care where you're coming from. I don't care how many times you failed in the past. It doesn't matter. Like your past is irrelevant. It's gone. You know what I mean? It's gone. Where you going matters. Now, what you're going to do today is going to dictate what you're going to have tomorrow. See what I'm saying? So we can change where we're going by changing what we're focusing on doing today. Does that make sense? So here's what I'll tell you. Number 1, understand that you can do this, okay? Don't let anybody limit you. Hold on one sec here. Okay, number two is nobody's going to do this for you, okay? You've got to make sure that you become the person who understands the game. You cannot win in the game of soccer or football or basketball if you don't understand the rules, if you don't understand how the game is played, if you don't have the playbook, right? If you don't go through the playbook. Think about it like this. Top paid athletes in the world, do you think they know the game? Do you think, they don't just get out there on a field and just start kicking the ball around, right? That's what a lot of these people in your space and my space are doing. They're just getting out there. I'm just going to throw stuff against the wall and see what's going to stick. No. Everything you do has to be deliberate, okay, and strategic. So every move, every video, everything. So what I started to notice, right, back in 2005 when I started online, I was promoting this company, and I was getting nowhere. No sales, nothing. I borrowed a bunch of money. And didn't have a single sale. I've invested $20,000 on quote-unquote marketing, right? Just running ads blindly, not a single sale. And I had to make a decision. Do I go back to working for somebody else, or do I make it work? And then call it luck, call it fortune, blessing from God. I came across some people that were true entrepreneurs, guys like Dan Kennedy, in direct response. Guys like Bob Proctor, who really started to shift my paradigm and just kind of open my eyes on what's really going on. And if you're doing exactly what the sea of people out there are doing, you're no different. And if you're no different than them and they're failing, how can you expect to get different results, right? Being and doing same things that they're doing. It's not going to work. See what I'm saying? You gotta understand the game that you're playing. So later on, I started to, again, everything we talked about here, and I'll show you, I'll take the challenge as a case study, and I'm going to build on that, starting from the second module, execution. I'll take you from the beginning. But everything I've done that was successful, tremendously successful, everything followed a similar pattern, okay, which is the product is a product, okay? It was never about the product. So I'll tell you this. If you know my story, you know, you might have seen or heard me talk about this. None of these products are, or none of these are available anymore, except the last one right now. Because when I was promoting, okay, I was promoting a ClickBank product called Directory of vZines, okay? Thousands of people was promoting that product, okay? I was getting like $100 in commissions per sale as an affiliate. I did not own it, I did not create it, but I promoted the product, okay, through something called the 48-hour cash machine. Okay? So I created the 48-hour cash machine, which is a fancy name for that. Think of the, you know, if this is the box, this was the intelligence that was driving the box that was getting me the most important thing in business that I can focus on, which is my customer. Okay? So what I would do is I would focus on getting a customer, not necessarily a sale. Sale becomes just a byproduct, right? This is how I make a bunch of money here, okay? But the way I was doing this, most people were just selling the product directly. So they would just drive traffic directly to this product, hoping to make a sale, and that's where everything ended. I was driving traffic to the 48-hour cash machine that really promoted something else over here, okay? Which was, later was 48-hour cash club, okay, which we created. None of this stuff, I don't expect you to really understand this just yet. Just kind of, I just want to plant some seeds for you right now, right? I just want to plant some seeds in your, you know, in your entrepreneur's mind. I promise you, this will make a lot more sense as we go further, okay? It will click. If it hasn't yet, it will click. I was really promoting this, okay? This was not the focus. I was promoting the 48-hour cash machine, which was a value-driven funnel, which I'll show you, okay? I'm not gonna go to, this doesn't exist right now, okay? It was a long time ago. This got me paid, but I was building my customer base and my community here. Everybody that purchased this, they became part of this. See what I'm saying? And I started to focus not on getting the sale, that came by default, and money came by default, byproduct. I was focused on getting a customer, okay? All right? Now, the next product I was promoting, okay, was a company called Empower Network. No longer around, don't worry about it. This doesn't matter, like this stuff doesn't matter. At the time when I was promoting these things, I was a customer, I was a member of these products. When the company's vision changed or product changed and I didn't resonate with it anymore, I stopped promoting it. This does not matter. Strategy matters, right? What's the business here? Again, remember our conversation from earlier, right? What's the business? The business is not this. The business is not even this or this. The business is you, okay? You are the business. So keep all these things in mind for now. But when I was promoting Empower Network, okay, I was promoting it through a system called Big Idea Mastermind, okay? And really, Big Idea Mastermind. And really this was a value on the front end, okay? But I was really selling okay? I was really focused on getting people into the membership, focusing on the customer. And this was just a means to an end. This was just basically a step that people had to go through to get here. See what I'm saying? This provides value, this is the focus, this gets you paid, but this is not the focus, okay? I had a product that I was promoting called the High Traffic Academy. Okay, High Traffic Academy was my product that I created. Okay, and I sold that product indirectly. I sold it through something called what was the name I sold it for? Or what was it? I think it was Total. Yeah, it was Total Domination Engineering. Okay, which is a sales funnel. And again, I'm going to walk you through the sales funnel. Again, when we're talking about execution part of it, it will make sense. But even selling my own product, I did not sell it directly. I sold it indirectly because this right here, marketing this, I needed to have a value-based sequence, a funnel, okay, that I could deliver value, okay, here, okay, attract customers, sells that product, okay. Now, we promoted a company, okay, we promoted a company called Techademics, okay. At that time, right, we said, you know what, the vision of the company is great, and we created a wrapper. So basically we said, you know what, we're going to create the 4%, okay. The 4% was a membership, okay, that we sold, that we would get people into, where we would basically find companies like Techademics at the time. This is no longer relevant. Right now I'm telling you this no longer, because these companies, okay, this company, I had a partner basically taking over the company. This is no longer around, because again, the company doesn't matter. People follow you, okay? See, this is a perfect example. When you build this thing the right way, none of this stuff becomes relevant. What becomes relevant is the person behind it. Your intention, what you're doing, your vision, where you're going, right? Because again, the map, what's the map? The map for me is to have, is to help people get the good life that they want, right? So if that's my map, the plan might change. See what I'm saying? The street that we're gonna take might be different. There might be a detour, it doesn't matter. We can go around the obstacles, we can go over them, we can go under them, we can, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter. The end result is what matters. So again, what business are you in? So if you're, I'm in people's business, right? So I'll do things, and if you do it right, your feedback, the most, I'll tell you this. Here's how you know if you're on the right track, right? First and foremost, you will not have 100% satisfaction rate. Impossible. It's not going to happen. I don't care if you're giving away gold bars on the street. Somebody's going to complain, okay? Just understand that. Now, at the end of the day, okay, how do you know that you're doing the right thing or not is feedback, okay? So if you have people following you, if people are getting results from your stuff, okay, if you're helping people and they follow you and they send you stuff, okay, we can talk about it a little bit later on, some more details about this. I don't want to take too much time in this particular session. But you will be able to tell, and again, I think it would be relevant for us to maybe talk about when we're talking about execution or improvement or scaling, okay? But I sold it indirectly. Now, check it out. Check it out. This product, okay, we had to drop it because the company changed the vision. Happens all the time, right? Now we said, you know what? We got something here. We're onto something in 4%. But instead of selling somebody else's stuff inside 4%, dude, what if 4% becomes an identifier and we really step up our game and we really go for making a giant difference in the world through 4%? How we're gonna sell this? And you know what I did? I'm gonna sell 4%. You can still see this, yeah? I wanna sell 4%. Hold on a sec. I'm gonna write this down for you, okay? So it's legit. Okay, so 4% becomes this big, giant thing that makes giant difference in the world, right? But instead of selling 4% directly, here's what we're doing. And this is literally, at the time of me shooting this, for you, when you got this particular program, right, it's probably after the fact. So you probably are seeing the results of the work. As I'm recording this, I'm literally in the process of creating this right here. Okay, so what we do is we create the machine that's going to drive the sales to the 4%, okay? And we call it the challenge, the 4% challenge, okay? And so what I want to do is I'm going to take this particular, because this is the latest, most current one, okay? By the time you're watching this, this is going to be all over the internet. It'll probably put millions of people into the program. And the end result is transformation, absolute and complete transformation from within, okay? The challenge is broken down into 3 parts. Level 1, 0 to 10K. Level 2, 10K to 100K. And level 3, 100K to $1 million. But it's not about the money. The money is just what people think they want. But really, it's about who the person needs to become in the process to be able to earn the amount of money that they want to get the lifestyle that they want. Make sense? So that's why if you're not a part of the challenge, if you're watching this, you know, chances are good probably you're probably part of the challenge and you've seen how that is, you know, transforming your life. And you can see this, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this latest promotion here as an example, and in the next training session of this program, in level 2 here, I will be walking you through the execution part of it, and you will see my early thoughts of how I'm structuring the promotion and creating this mass promotion for this particular product. Make sense? Was it a lot of stuff for today? Right? We've been going on here for about an hour and a half or so. I don't want to take too much more of your time here in this particular session. What I would rather do, now that we've got the basics covered, you might want to watch this several times. And in fact, I encourage you, because you're probably going to retain maybe 10%, maybe 10%. I'm going to challenge you to watch this training, not as a student, but as a teacher. Watch this from with an intention of teaching this to somebody else, okay? Watch it to understand. Don't watch it to just consume it and then say, okay, I went to the program. Who cares? Watch it so that you can explain it to somebody else and that somebody else can get it. That's how you know that you know your stuff, right? So what we'll do is in the next session, okay, we will go ahead and get into the execution part of it, and I'm gonna take you, really take you behind the curtain and walk you through some really under the radar stuff, some subliminal communication, how I build it, and again, by the time you're watching this, there might be, there might be. An optimized version of it right now, right? Which I'm going to record a little bit later if there is one, all right? But I'm going to walk you through the early days, and so you'll be able to see through the progression of this training, you'll be able to see how the story of the challenge and the 4% kind of unfolded, all right? And how we were able to take and create a mass promotion around this product and this company. Fair enough? All right, listen, I'm happy for you. I'm very excited for you. You're gonna be learning some really phenomenal stuff in this program. If you love this kind of stuff, there's a community. If you're part of our Facebook group, if you're part of the community, if there's, if there is a group of people that you can communicate with regarding this particular program, let them know what your thoughts are about this. Let them know if you're learning a thing or two, right? And most importantly, this, commit to becoming your very best, because my friend, your business is a direct reflection of you. Don't go after the fruit like most people. Focus on making your root to be great of that tree, right? Your fruit will be there by default if you focus on the right thing, okay? Appreciate you. I look forward to seeing you in session number 2. We're going to get into the execution part of it. God bless. See you there.